The term adventure can be defined as an experience or undertaking that is typically bold in nature and often involving unknown risks. To seek adventure is to wander into the unknown, leaving your comfortabilities behind so that you may welcome new experiences, challenges, and growth. Adventure often leads the wanderer to find a better version of oneself. My name is Zach, my wife is Tracy. We, along with our Siberian Huskies, are the Sunshine State Vikings. We are Florida-based adventurers seeking to do more of what we love while exploring the craft of sharing our story. This is our tale of adventure found in our own backyard along the Florida Adventure Trail.
What's up, everyone? We hope you've been well. Today we've just embarked on the Florida Adventure Trail, which is about a 1,200-mile route put together over the past several years by a gentleman named Jon Birkmire. This route is going to be released on November 30th, 2022.
But before the release of this route, Jon has reached out to several YouTube channels to see if they would like the opportunity to pre-run the route, and we're very thankful to be one of the channels that was asked. Now, our main goal for pre-running this route is to provide sort of a base expectation of what you might find along the way, while also trying to inspire you to come seek your own adventure along these trails.
We started our day about just a mile up the road at the Florida-Georgia border, and that's one of the really interesting things about this trail is it actually connects to 3 pre-existing adventure trails, and where we started is where it connected with the Georgia Adventure Trail.
From here, we've just got to carry on a few miles down some back roads to get us to our main destination, Osceola National Forest. Let's get after it.
To our surprise, within 10 short miles, our tires had hit the dirt as we continued to make our way southeast towards the Osceola National Forest. This dirt road would be the first of many that we would travel while on the Florida Adventure Trail.
It all comes down to this growing feeling. It's in my blood, it's what I'm needing. One more bound, raise it towards the ceiling for the lucky ones. Made to be never free. All I know is I'm born to let go. Born to let go. Born to let go. My adventure, but I'm never satisfied. And no, you'll never tie me down. Stronger souls have tried. So treat me like a shooting star in your midnight sky. No, I'm not gonna settle for some bitter 9 to 5 or saving up my medals just to barely make it by. If you ask me where I keep my roots, I'll put up to the sky. Made to be ever free. All I know is I'm born to let go. Born to let go. Born to let go. Born to let go. All comes down to this growing feeling. It's in my blood. It's what I'm needing. One more round, raise it towards the ceiling for the lucky ones. Made to be ever free. All I know
We've now been in the Osceola National Forest for just about 20-30 minutes, and we are running into some prime examples of how timing is going to be important for this trail. We are taking this on just after summer, so we are getting classic Florida weather, nightly rains every single day, and you can tell that there is a lot of water moving through Osceola at this time. It's going to make for a very interesting day. We've got to get through this water crossing here either way, or we're going to have to find another way around. We're just going to creep on in and then make a decision whether or not we're going to go for it and continue on through here. We're just stopping off on the trail real quick to grab a bite to eat, let all the pups out real quick. We've definitely seen a lot of water out here on some of the main portions of the trail. We've got rain coming up. I mention this because there are a couple hard lines out here in Osceola that Jon has laid out, and they definitely take you through some very watery areas. We've already passed up the first one, and we are coming up on the second one. Now, we are not going to be going down any of the hard routes just for the fact of how much water we have seen on the main portion of the trails so far today. The second hard line has a pretty hefty, iconic water crossing, and being that I've already seen so much water, we're just not even going to go down that route to possibly not even be able to cross it and waste all of that time. I'm just going to assume that right now it is not crossable, and we're going to carry on with the standard portion of the Florida Adventure Trail. Though if you do want to check out those water crossings, a couple of the other channels have already gone through it. That is going to be OVERLANDeRoos and Baptism Overland. I will put a link up to their channels up top, possibly down below to their videos. Go and check out that water crossing for that second portion. It's a pretty hefty one and it looks really fun, but I doubt it's going to be fun today. But I'm going to get some sandwiches whipped up here real quick and we will carry back on the trail. trail turkey sandwiches. Hungry. So we have come across what looks like some Gambler 500 people, or it's the Gambler, some Gambler people. They've got a Rally Subaru here. They definitely are requesting some assistance. There's a deep water crossing here, so we're gonna do what we can to get them out real quick and then carry back on our way.
Thank you so much, guys.
You guys, good luck with it. All right, so those fine folk are recovered. Apparently, we are here during Gambler 500 Day, so there is a rally going on right now. He says he's got 6 more checkpoints, but it's a bad day to be doing a rally out here. It's been some no-joke stuff on the main portion of the trail. There's definitely a lot of water out here right now.
To us earlier has gotten worse, and we're about only 3/4 of the way through Osceola National Forest. So right now we're gonna just focus on making some distance, as it's already 3 p.m. and we're gonna also start thinking about where we're gonna set up camp for tonight.
We've now made it to the Cobb Hunt Camp, where we've pulled off and taken the opportunity to use the established bathroom here. I've also gone ahead and aired up. When we got to Osceola National Forest, I aired down to just a conservative 20 psi, something to give us just a little bit of squish on the trail and not so low to where it would be a nuisance to air back up, because we're going to be going from destination to destination to destination, and that would just be annoying to keep going up and down. So I've gone ahead and taken care of airing back up for road travel. We're shortly going to be making our way out of Osceola National Forest here and taking some more back roads, continuing to head south for more destinations along the Florida Adventure Trail. One of the next upcoming ones is going to be Lochloosa. There's a couple ranches until we get to the next major area, which will be Ocala National Forest. But we're all ready to go. I'm going to get everything packed up here and we'll continue down the adventure trail. So we have just stopped off in the town of Waldo, fueling up for our next long stretch. We've tried to find a couple of places to stop off and camp early tonight before we get to Lochloosa and or Ocala, but the couple places that we've tried to check out aren't taking bookings. So we're just making the decision. We're gonna just carry on until we get to Ocala. And we will probably get to camp late tonight, which we're super excited about, but all is well. It was just some super slow traveling with all of the rain and the amount of water that was in Osceola. And sometimes you just can't plan for these things. You just gotta roll with the punches and see where you can get in a night. But currently that is our plan. And if we find a better option along the way, maybe we'll stop early. But from here, we've got a couple more miles till we get to Lochloosa, and that is a place that neither me or Tracy have been to, and we're both excited to see what Lochloosa has to offer for some trail riding tonight.
Shortly after leaving the town of Waldo, we make our way into the historic town of Miconopy. This is one of the underrated benefits of traveling an adventure trail like the F.A.T. Being navigated along the back roads, off the beaten track, allows you to visit and experience places that you would likely have never known were there or would have experienced otherwise. Miconopy, Florida is certainly one of these places. Miconopy is known as the oldest inland town in the state of Florida, and as you travel down its streets, shaded by a magnificent moss-covered canopy of live oak, you can sense that this place has seen a significant share of Florida's history, and it has. The town was founded in 1821 and was named Miconopy in 1834 in respects to a Seminole chief in acknowledgement of his original authority over the land. Since then, there has been a fair amount of history, struggle, and fighting along the way as Florida has been shaped into what we know today. The town is now home to a little over 600 residents, many of whom preserve the town's history and run the shops, now residing in the old buildings of the Miconopy Historic District. It's a shame that we ourselves couldn't set aside the time to stop and see the town, but I can guarantee that Miconopy, Florida is on our list of places to come back to and explore. It's about 6 p.m. now as we make our way into the Lochloosa Wildlife Management Area. This morning started off a bit stressful in the Osceola National Forest with the amount of water we had to navigate, and truthfully, we were happy to be off those saturated trails for the day. Here in Lochloosa, we are excited to be back on the trails, exploring this area for the first time together as a family. This is honestly one of my favorite things to do, and I'm happy that we made it here with a few hours of daylight left.
It is almost 8 o'clock and we're just leaving Lochloosa. Tracy and I have never been here, like I said before. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Just a beautiful little scenic trail ride through the woods. Very easy trail riding. I think we really enjoyed that a lot. Now from here, it looks like we've got one more place to drive through before we start making our way over to the northern section of Ocala. That's where Tracy and I are going to try to find camp as quick as possible. I know we are getting to camp really late, but just keep in mind we're driving at a very slow pace. We started late today. We ran into massive amounts of water in Osceola. We're filming. We ran into rain. We have a new puppy on board, and we also are traveling with our normal pups that we normally adventure with. We've been taking a ton of breaks today, and I feel like most people's normal pace would have had them down in Hopkins Prairie by 7, 8 o'clock easy. And I would highly recommend trying to stop at Hopkins Prairie for the first night. It's a beautiful campground, by far one of the best campsites in Ocala. But for us, like I said, Ocala, as soon as we get in, we're going to try to find a campsite because we're probably going to be getting in like 9, 10 o'clock.
We rolled into camp right around 9:30, and we're here at Camp Delancey. We did check out a couple of the other places along the Florida Adventure Trail that are marked. However, those were taken, and so we decided at this time of night it was just in our best interest to come to an already established campground rather than trying to find something on our own. We got the dogs all fed, and we're working on dinner for ourselves, which is just going to be some instant ramen, seeing how late it is. And then we're going to work on getting to bed so we can get started for day 2 of the Florida Adventure Trail. As always, thank you for watching. Do more of what you love, and we hope to see you on the next one.
To learn more about us and find out ways to help support the adventures, visit our website, sunshinestatevikings.com. And to keep up with our adventures, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sunshine State Vikings.